Okay, y'all. This is a quick video. I needed to get this video out. Please, y'all. Please do not. My look is it. I'm gonna come back. I will be back. I will be back. But that's not what we're here for. We are here to get this. And let me turn my ear down. I want y'all to be able to hear me clearly. Yeah, I need my ear on. We're gonna turn the air off for right now. We're gonna turn it off for right now until I get too hot. But Love and Marriage Huntsville. Hold on, y'all. Sorry. Love and Marriage Huntsville season 8 episode 7. Let's get into it. Whatever. Okay. So Nell cut Nell cut the conversation short when it came to them pills about Stormy. She cut that conversation real short. I don't know if the production Stormy wasn't with it. I really don't know, but I feel like they could have elaborated a little bit more when it came to Stormy and them pills. It was like she did what you talking about pills? What you talking about pills? And Tisha stood on business and said, I said what I said, and then we just got done talking about it. We just stopped talking about it. Like, it was no, I don't do pills, or where you heard that from, or let's get to the bottom of why you think I do. It was none of that. It was like the conversation was cut very short. Nell made sure to go on on the next thing. I see why Stormy was going so hard for Kiki. I personally think Stormy is on pills. That is just my personal opinion. I can see it. It's like now looking at the scene, I'm like, okay, this makes sense. We forgot that Tisha even said something about the pills. I think Stormy just brought it back up. Why would you invite that girl? Who brought up the pills? Why would you invite that girl to your Valentine's thing if you knew she got this? She said you were on pills. Why would you invite her? I'm just saying, I'm with Tisha and Marcel. Like, it's confusing. You call her husband a bitch. Why would you invite her? Talking about this is the olive branch. Well, this is the olive branch. Send the olive branch first before you invite me to one of your events. Like, that's dumb. I get why they like Tisha is like that. I get that. I get that 100%. I get why Tisha is acting like that. I think Stormy is on pills. This is my opinion. This is what I think, allegedly. I think Stormy is on pills, which the whole Atlanta is on pills, so it's a normal thing nowadays. But I get why she was going so hard for Kiki, and I believe that her cousin, who she was saying that goes through the same thing as Kiki, was really her. But that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion, and that is just my opinion. Okay. Yeah, so Stormy, when she went up to talk to Marcel, when she just felt like she needed to leave the party, I guess. So her and Courtney about to leave, but they end up talking to Marcel about the situation, and she was just like, get your wife or whatever, which I don't understand. Now you can have a conversation with Marcel, you can be all friendly with Marcel talking about Tisha, but you just call this man a bitch. Make it make sense. Like, it don't make sense. It don't make sense, Stormy. It don't make sense. But I thought it was real funny when she said, have your wife wear something sexy. I thought that was funny as hell. I thought that was funny as hell when she said, well, have your wife wear some sexy. I thought that was funny. I said this Nell and Tisha beef with mentor mentee is it's just a bunch of bullshit. Nell, your run in with Tisha was for the show. It's nothing against you, Miss Nell. She just needed some. I do believe that when Tisha was saying that, oh, people were saying that this is liquid courage, this is liquid courage, blah, blah, blah. I think that shit that she was doing with Nell was bullshit. But that shit with Stormy was probably real. Nell, that whole mentor mentee, and then y'all peep. Somebody told Tisha to calm down. When she and Miss Nell was talking, somebody told Tisha, they was like, calm down. Like, I want to know if y'all picked up on it. I want to know who, it sounded like one of Nell's daughters or something. And then Tisha did not even address them. She just kept talking. But somebody was like, calm down. Like, when because Tisha was getting loud. Her and Miss Nell was loud. Like, they were just like a loud voice. And then somebody was just like, calm down. You just hear them in the background. But you hear the music, so production wanted you to hear that. Like, I just want to know who that was that told Tisha to calm down. That shit was funny as hell. But yeah, Stormy acting oblivious with Marceau now, whatever. Chris, I said Nell is such a. Oh, sorry, I went back. Okay, so I said Nell is such an auntie in her little outfit. I thought Nell looked cute for her age. Nell look good. Nell look like she's a good time. Nell gives me auntie, like she gives me the auntie vibes or whatever. I'm finna have to cut on this air in a minute. I'm just trying not to let my car run for this long, but girl, this is a quick video, in and out video. It wasn't even much going on in this episode, so it's perfect. Perfect. So, Chris, Martell, and Courtney meet up. Martell thinks that Nell is picking sides. I don't understand how he thinks that when Nell came to you and told you what it was from the get-go. I don't understand why you think she picking sides, but Martell thinks she picking sides. He was acting like he didn't give a damn about that. He didn't give a damn about the party. He was saying nobody want to be invited to that old ass party anyway. He had like he didn't give a damn about the party, but now he feel like Neil is picking sides. Okay, whatever. Courtney ends up saying when they having this forced conversation or whatever, Courtney ends up saying that two adults should be able to sit down and talk. Courtney, we tired. We tired of Martell and Melody sitting down and talking. We tired. We don't want that. We don't want them two adults to sit down and talk. That's not what we want. We tired. We tired. We tired. We tired, Courtney. We tired. And they should. Especially, let me open this door. The next route will be cutting this arrow. I'm trying my best. At least get into the 15-minute mark before I try to cut this arrow. Okay. So, yeah, Courtney, we tired. Two adults should be able to talk, especially two adults that have 3 kids. They should. You absolutely right. They should be able to talk, but not these two adults. We don't want these two adults to talk. We okay with it. We're fine, Courtney. Please don't make these two adults talk. Please don't let these. But I want to know, like, Melody, how you expect? And I'll get to that when we get to Stormy and Melody having dinner or whatever. So now we pan over to Tisha and Marceau. Marceau is walking to the Airbnb. I don't think this is the Airbnb. I think this is where they're living right now. Maybe this is temporary for them while they get their Moore Manor, I think Scott Manor, whatever. While they get that together, this is where they living. But I think this is, and then it'll end up probably being a rental property. But this whole Airbnb, they live there. They live there. Just say you're preparing it to be a rental property. But y'all definitely live there. Y'all definitely live there. Definitely. For a while now. Talking about this is an Airbnb. Whatever. But the houses always look trash on the outside. And it's just not Marceau. It's houses that they done had, that they done lived in. It always looked trashy on the outside. I feel like the only people house that don't look trashy on the outside is Melody and Stormy. Like, all their houses look like trash on the outside. On the inside, it look good. The inside of the Airbnb / rental property says they house. The inside looks good. Like how they try to decorate it, it looks good, but it don't look like the same house outside. And that just could have been the snippet that I seen, and I'm just judging it. But that it's just a comment. Like even the houses Martell works on, like even the previous houses that they done Marceau and Tisha I done seen and live in, like on the outside it just looked like Alabama. But that's just my opinion. I have a right to have my opinion, y'all. So Marceau and Tisha talks about how she, reacts and how she deals with when it comes with the ladies. And Tisha going is, I just don't like how Tisha go into this childlike mode. I feel like what Marceau be telling her be right. Like he reminds me of my boyfriend talking to me about situations, but it be right. What he be saying don't be wrong, but it is Tisha just act like a child when it comes to Marceau. It just seems like a father daughter type of relationship, not a partner type of relationship when it comes to Marceau. But he's always been like that with Tisha since day one. Like I do feel like Marceau has always been like that with Tisha when it comes to the ladies from day one. And I feel like what he be saying be for the embetterment of her. It don't be for her downfall or anything like that. It be for the embetterment for her and how she deals with the ladies. I did like when he says like when you are a better Tisha, you can be a better mother. Because she feels like she's lacking in certain areas. So he was just explaining to her when you are a better Tisha, you can be a better wife, you can be a better mother. I love when he said that. But then on the flip side, he be seeming so demanding. Like when they say women be signing up to be a maid and a mule, I see that with Tisha a little bit. Like I see, like how his demeanor of coming in and where's my coffee. Like he gives me like you expect her to be a wife, a maid, and a mattress and a mule, and it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. But it always seemed like a father talking to a daughter, not a partner, not a partnership type of thing when it comes to Marceau and Letitia. But Letitia looked cute though. Letitia looked fabulous. I'm right on time with this because it's telling y'all it just wasn't much in this episode. So yeah, she looks really good. She looks really cute in her little two-piece set. You know what I'm saying? She looked really good. So now we go over to Stormy and Melody, and they meet up in the scene. I think this scene. I think the scene seemed so edited. It was so choppy. It was so edited. It was so forced, and the reason behind Stormy having this meetup with Melody is because she said that since Tisha's pennies was in a bunch about her getting an invite, she wanted to make sure her and Melody was on the same page. But clearly, Melody's not even going because Martell is invited. So yeah, I said the scene seemed so edited. Y'all peep when Stormy tried to throw shade, and she was like, "I just wanted to invite them to the gala, the love gala, whatever." She was like, they are in love, so I think. Stormy, don't be petty. And Melody seems so fake to me. Like she just have a mask and it just be trying to fall off, but she just gotta fix it again. Like Melody be so fake. Melody be so fake. Um, yeah. I think the meetup was so TV. And Melody, how do you expect the show to turn out? How do you expect it to perform going forward when you can't even be in the same room as Martell? And you having the other cast pick a side between you and Martell. So is the goal is just to not have them shoot with Martell? Is that the goal? Just to not give him much camera time, so he could eventually get off the show? Like I just don't understand what's the point of Martell being on the show then. If you can't be around him and you're not going to events that he's invited to, and he can't come to events that you're invited to, it is just whole restraining order. How is this show how is it supposed to perform? Now, I do think it can perform without Martell, but I don't think Melody I think Martell's storyline has a lot to do with Melody, and Melody's storyline has a lot to do with Martell. So when you take one or the other away from the equation, it doesn't leave too much to talk about with that one person. That's just my opinion. Don't try to beat me up in these comments, y'all. Don't try to beat me up in these comments, because that's just how I feel. But yeah, I just don't understand, like, what you expect. Like, nobody to invite Martell nowhere. Like, it just put people in an awkward situation, and it's just, and I feel like she's been trying to do this whole pick me or pick him. It just makes it always a thing. We tired of seeing somebody have to pick one person or the other, and then the other person think they pick his size. Like, Melody, Martell, we tired of y'all. Both of y'all need to get off the show at this point. Both of y'all. Both of y'all. I'm tired. We're tired. But yeah, I just, yeah. So Martell ends up meeting up with Letitia. Letitia. I think that's her name. Letitia. She pulls up her a Mercedes Benz. So I said, okay, girl. Okay, y'all, we're gonna turn the air on now. Sorry. Okay, I hope y'all can still hear me. Okay. I just had to get a little air, y'all. So she ended up pulling up in her Mercedes Benz. I said, okay, mommy, we got something. We got a nice house. We got a car. I'm sorry, y'all, for yelling in y'all ear like that. But we got a nice house. We got a nice car. So it's something. Very much something that's going on. Okay? I think the husband put her in good positions. But let me not discredit the woman, because she could have bossed up, but she just doesn't give me that. She don't give me a boss bitch ass vibe. She can't even open her mouth. So she doesn't give me a take charge, I got this on my own type of thing. She gives me and my husband together, maybe got it together, but he took care of home. That's what I think. And that's my opinion. And I probably think he probably was a big portion of the house that they live in, that she got, what's his name, living with her in, and that Mercedes Benz she driving. But I could be wrong. That is my opinion, baby. That's my opinion. I can be wrong. I feel like I gotta keep saying it, because some people be coming out in the comments like, oh, no, baby. No, this is all you looking at Clear's reality check. Just what Clear's opinion. Which is what I think when I look at the show. So, Martell's conversation is so childish. I kind of understand why him and Ariane is compatible. Like, I can clearly, like, watching Martell play around and have a conversation, I can clearly see him and Ariane, like, in the beginning of their relationship, I can see them. Like, I can visually see him talking to her in that childish ass manner, and she liking it. Like, he was on the same type of time with Ariane. Yes, Ariane was way younger, but his mind is younger. The mind is younger. It is, like, it's childish. It's just childish. Like, I personally couldn't have a conversation with Martell. The way Melody act, I don't even know how she did it for that long. Cause Melody don't act childish like that. I give that to her. She don't act childish like that, like childlike. She don't, like, and Martell is just childlike. It's just I couldn't have a conversation with him. He just so childish. I just had to elaborate that, y'all. So Trish get there, she couldn't wait to say, "Oh, you don't remember me, right?" She just pressed about this. She is pressed like a potato about Martell not knowing her. That you giving a man everything he wanted from you. He wanted you to be pressed like a potato about him not knowing you. Everybody in the world clearly seen that he clearly knew you, but you you want to be pressed like a potato. I don't know why, because it's Martell, not Denzel Washington, not Idris Elba, but you want to be pressed about, sorry, y'all, you want to be pressed about Martell not acknowledging you and not saying he knew you. Okay. And it was just so much giggling and laughing, y'all. Like, it was just so much hee ah ha ha, hee ah ha ha, hee ah ha ha. I'm like, where is Ken ass at? Like, it's clear as day that you like this man. You couldn't keep that Chester grin off your face and say your goddamn life. Are we looking at the same TV show? And you expect us to believe you and Martell just ain't have nothing going on. Okay. Y'all believe it if y'all want to. I'm gonna believe they got something going on. I'm gonna believe if they probably did something once. They give me they did something once. And that was it. Then Martell ends up telling us first. He ends up saying when it's with her, he ends up saying something about Marceau because obviously her sister used to work with Marceau at some company. I can't remember the name, but the sister clearly used to work with Marceau, and Martell being shady, still even 8 seasons left, still trying to bring Marceau into this cheating allegation type of thing. Trying his very best to get Marceau on the train with him. I don't understand. I do agree with Marceau saying it's always him. It's always him. It's always him. Like, why the fuck did you even feel the need to? Why do we care if Marceau 10, 15 years ago had a... Why do we care if Marceau cheated anymore? You just really want somebody to be down with you, Martell. Like with Miss Nell in the side chick. He just... Anybody he can say or put in the bucket with his ass, he's gonna do it. Especially with this Ken and Letitia. Anybody he could put in that bucket of wrongdoing that he did to make himself feel normal or feel better, he's going to put you in there with him. He feels more and more normal every time he sees somebody else doing the wrong shit he did, the wrong shit he's doing. Now you say Chris introduced you to her a long time ago. It's so many lies, and I really want the production team to do better because it's just like y'all playing in our face. She and Ken told us they just went to Martell's wine release party or whatever a couple weeks, months or whatever back recently. They told us that. Then you want to play in our face and say, and go along with him saying he just didn't recognize you because you look different and you were 90 pounds or whatever. Then Martell go to say that Chris introduced him to you a long time ago. None of that makes sense. It's lies. That girl and Martell done had some dealings and they done fucked each other with her. And it's just weird. Ken looking dumb as hell. He don't know. Just like he don't know that the lady ain't never getting her divorce. Dumb as hell. She keep telling the camera it's the future plan. It's the future. That lady is not divorcing that man. And I done said it from the beginning. That lady do not want a divorce. And Ken, if you don't see it, let's all not see it. Let's just all not see it. Like, did you know his brother? And didn't really know Martell? Because that's the story she tried to bring out too. Like, she just knew his brother and didn't really know him. Bitch, y'all lying. Bitch, y'all lying. Bitch, y'all lying. And then another thing, she gonna talk about Melody grilled me. We did not see Melody grill this lady. Like, girl, it gives fan behavior. It gives that's side bitch type of tendency. Like that's that's the type of shit somebody say when they be fucking with somebody man. Like she tried to grill me. Like you shouldn't even stun Melody. Like why you even stun Melody? We didn't see Melody grill you, but that's what you picked up on because that's what's on your mind. You fucking with Martell. Probably when Melody was fucking him. Oh, she grilling me. Like that girl won't stun you. She was asking questions just like everybody else was asking questions. That girl won't stun you. That girl won't stun you. I don't like her. I had told y'all from day one that I don't like that lady. I done told y'all this from day one that I do not like that lady. I do not like that lady. Y'all, where the whole family going? Let me mind my business, okay? Let me mind my business and wrap this all up. But then Martell goes to show when they was talking about the side man, side chick, whatever. He was like, "Yeah, Melody said we were separated, but she was cheating." Martell, you are fucking delusional, and you are fucking delusional. I'm not even gonna say you need to go get help. Ooh, shit, y'all. I gotta cut that out. I'm not gonna say you need to go get help, but the brain is not there. It's not there. It's not there, Martell. It's you still like. Ooh, I could not deal with Martell. That's like dealing with a fucking 3-year-old. I see why Melody do the shit she do. Cause it's like dealing with a motherfucking 3-year-old, okay? With a motherfucking 3-year-old. He gonna have he had the pussy lips to get on here and say, that's what Melody said. She said we were separated. That's when she went and started. Was this before or after Ariana? Like,